Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. An interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Coming off every player's form, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Darnold. This completes a Corley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Richardson working from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The slot man in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can score on these guys.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Pushing the ball downfield.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. It's hit, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Richardson to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Richardson looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Jaguars come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the 1 tie. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, display in that victory.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. And Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. Score on these guys. Keep the stick on.
Now it's Richardson. This throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored, The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Get him!
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
I feel it.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Trick play, coach. All right, let's control the clock here. The pocket, be patient. Yeah, let's put this.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Line him up here, oh.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, it's Richardson. For Killer here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. And man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, Richardson. something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Richardson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Let's get juice. Like a steamroller, baby.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. To the right side, complete to Taylor. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. And one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. Now Richardson throwing to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to slip it by. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a good game. Really showing some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Keep scoring these guys, man.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Holmes has got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 33, here's 2nd down at a yard. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Richardson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holmes. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And a short gain down to about the 33. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Operating from the gun. Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Escapes the defender, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in. but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
So the drive there took 6 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The shotgun snap for Donald. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. That one taken in by Corley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Get tackled.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Now the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This completes a Corley. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bucky Irving, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From one Texas team to the other, we take the drive up I-45 to Dallas to check on the Cowboys. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Justin Herbert leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy with a couple of touchdown passes there. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Hill shedding the tackle. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Incomplete to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? Because sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's like watching paint dry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Who has an offense? We have an offense!
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further. So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist right was right.
The Titans offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
Well, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to Taylor on 1st down. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, defense. No score zone. Let's get it. Get the ball, defense. Let's go. Make it fit.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Pierce in motion left. Darnold down to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Darnold. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Alec Pierce. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson looking to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go! Go defense! Let's go! The ball, man! Get off! The ball, man!
Here's Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Darnold. That's complete to Pierce. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Play some defense out there, man. Shut him down. Shut him down. Watch the middle. Watch the middle. Let's show him what we're made of.
A give for Taylor running right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Darnold from the gun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
We'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Better than this.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 3rd down and 10.
What is
Here's Richardson to throw. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out come the Titans now. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Henley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And Richardson back to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense set to go again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. Short throw to Disley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the eye on the target. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Jacksonville, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.